mit rein. Bei den Trinkgeldgebern. Und speichern. So. Uns alle erschreckt, ja. Das auf jeden Fall. Gut, also Load. Ach ja, gestern, na, nicht gestern, ja, letzte Woche war ja der ganze Schwachsinn mit dem dummen Baseballspiel, der jetzt weitergeht. Oh, was mir jetzt wieder nicht so gefällt, weil es wieder fühlt sich halt wieder sehr fillermäßig an. Aber, ja. Mal schauen, wie das Baseballspiel ausgeht. So. Satoko's plan was definitely simple, but scrupulous. It even looked like the entire situation had gone according to her calculations. The fact that we were losing by 1 point. The fact that I had come late. The fact that Satoko was the last batter. It even felt kind of like this had been set up before the game started. There had been a lot of time since I got here. And during that time, the opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, took a bathroom break, even that felt calculated. No, this is Satoko we're talking about, so maybe she made him drink controlled laxatives to get him to use the bathroom at this exact moment. And while he was a long way off, shut up in the bathroom, our plan would begin. The opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, there he was. In front of the urinal, pleasantly taking care of business. He thought it was only natural he would win at a grass lot game like this, and relaxed enough to relieve himself without a care in the world. Maybe that was supposed to be his appeal. However, his relaxed state was itself our chance. Right now, you've already conceded to our club. I, too, casually walked into the bathroom. There were 3 urinals. Kameda-kun was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him. Ey! Klo-Regeln, das macht man nicht. Normally you would leave one urinal open. Eben. Kameda-kun seemed to notice me. I had stood right next to him after all. Look who it is. The big pinch hitter. He recalled seeing me swing the golf club around like an idiot, and he couldn't seem to resist the urge to laugh. I, however, wasn't frustrated in the slightest. The match had already been won the moment I arrived. The game had been decided as a big upset for our team. So now, all I had to do was push things along exactly how Satoko planned. I'm the one who should be laughing. I wonder if Keiichi-kun can do it. He will be fine. When Keiichi-san is serious, he can do this much before breakfast. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, our underclassmen, asked another question with much trepidation. Is my Bara-san really going to be able to beat that pitcher? You don't feel any confidence in Kei-chan after being in the same class with him. Someday, he could be strong enough to control all of humanity. Join Kei-chan, and you could easily rule the world. The world? Our teammates exchanged glances. Did my Bara-senpai really have such incredible strength? Just what kind of strength could that be? My question caused Kameda-kun to stare in bewilderment, and for a moment he didn't know what to say. Sorry, I don't think I heard you right. Could you say that again? I smiled thinly, looked straight ahead and said it once more clearly. I say it one more time. Let us win. Right to the point. No threats or beating around the bush or anything. Kameda's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I'd said, and I could clearly tell he was confused. What are you, some kind of moron? Let you win? Are you insane? I have relayed our demands. What's your reply? Yes or no? It goes without saying. Like hell, I'll let you win. Is your brain broken? Kameda didn't hide his bewilderment. He didn't want to be around someone who would babble on like this for another second. Those thoughts spilled into his expression, and he quickly moved to leave the bathroom. Kameda-kun, what does victory mean for you? That's a dumb question. Priceless, absolute supremacy. Nothing else can change it. He grinned lightly as he answered as if to make fun of me. How like a sportsman to say that. Victory decides all. No one can change that. Of course not. No matter what kind of threats or bribes you come to me with, there's nothing valuable enough to make me abandon victory. I was waiting for those words. I, after spinning around 3.5 times, pointed right at Kameda's face. Then don't you think you should ask something worth abandoning your precious victory for? What kind of compensation you could be given? What are you saying, stupid? There's nothing that could make me do that. He was denying it, but he stopped. He stopped. He was waiting. He was waiting for me to present some attractive conditions. In a magazine interview, you said your favorite foods are grilled meat and that you don't like sweets. But you lied about that, didn't you? What? For example, let's say you went to a grilled meat buffet. What exactly which would be on your plate? Pork loin, Korean barbecue, a pile of beef tongue. That wouldn't be it. You wouldn't bring meat with you. It would be all the pudding and gelatin and cake you could eat. The kinds a girl would love. Pretty cute and sweet. You love Western treats like that, don't you? Camel's face turned utterly pale. Our club already knew that he ate a mountain of desserts when he went to the grilled meat buffet. And we were well aware of his embarrassment at his weakness for sweets despite his age. Kameda-kun couldn't possibly have known that the particular grilled meat buffet chain in Shishibone was owned by a member of the Sonosaki family. I have to be careful when I go out to eat with my parents from now on. No, I love the hearty bone-in. No, what you like is gentle, soft, cute piles of dessert topped with colorful creams. It almost makes you think of a girl. Adorned in frills and ribbons, pure ignorant of shame, cute desserts like those girls, so clear and clean. And with your acne-laden face, your spots cut, and your lust in full display, you sully them. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. Ah, shut up! That's right. You eat desserts, but you don't love them. You just dirty them, violate them, and chew them. All you do is relish in the enjoyment of soiling them. Ah, please no more. My secret pleasure has been found out. I can't go on living. I have to die. You idiots, don't end your life so easily. Slam. I hit him on the side of his head, and as hard as I could. Kameda-kun fell down like a girl. His eyes started watering and he broke down. I'm probably the only one in the world to think those things while eating desserts. I'm nothing but a pervert pretending to be a proper sportsman. That's right. You're a pervert. Gah! This time I didn't hit him. Instead I clapped my hands down on his shoulders. Do not cry, Kameda. What's wrong with a man being a pervert? But... A man ought to be a pervert, but admitting it sets a man apart from those below him. You've been honest to yourself. You can brag about that. You can be arrogant about it. You can be proud of yourself. Instead of blaming him, I told him to have pride in himself, and Kameda-kun couldn't hide his confusion. Yes, I have been deeply moved by what you've shown me. Desserts are nothing but sweet foods eaten after meals. That's what I thought this whole time, but I was mistaken, and you showed me that. Thanks to you, I can... Starting tomorrow, I will be able to enjoy my desserts in a completely different way. For example, strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake? Kameda's throat cried out. Ja, der Dialog ist interessant. The simplicity of strawberry shortcake, indeed. It's somehow old-fashioned, like the orthodox maids from the gaudy times of the late 1800s. Not those flirty maids with short skirts we have now. An orthodox, fully dressed, authentic maid. It's just strawberries, but please, master, I could not prepare any more than this, so please give them a taste. That kind of honesty is unbelievably great. Please give them a taste. It's such a turn on. A turn on. Because they are only strawberries, the soft accent cream decoration ends up looking like frills, laces and embroidery. And she takes it and splits it with a fork for her master. An elegant aristocrat. No. It would be wilder if she took it and sucked on it vulgarly, like a bad master in his greasy sweat. No, more than that. The dent in the strawberry after plucking it. It's that even better. And you let your tongue crawl over it. What kind of taste must it be? Macht mir langsam ein bisschen Angst. The dent. After you pick the strawberry, I can't hold it anymore. I'll go to Angel Mort on the way home and make a shortcake into my plaything. All I want. The girl's dressed up beautifully just for me. I draw ever closer to the trembling maidens, and then, one by one, I show them. For everyone I eat, I hold my jaw tight, just like this, and appraise the goods, wondering which to eat next. Please translate girls as cake, alright? Keiichi-kun seems to be talking about cake combinations, platters. Emphasis mine. As if I'm showing off, I hold my jaw tight like this and... Has there ever been a man such as... Oops. Has there ever been a man such as this who could speak so passionately about a single piece of strawberry shortcake? No, there has not. There has never been, I say. Such passionate feelings and trying to melt away the stubbornness in Kameda's mind. Kameda, I'll say it one more time. Let us win. But that would... Then fine. I won't rely on you. I rejected Kameda outright and turned on my heel. Enough. We've lost this game. It's over. I don't care about it anymore. Instead, once this game is over, why don't I head down to Angel Mort and get all you can eat of gothic lolitas, decorated like western dolls in frills and ribbons. But tonight will be the greatest feast I have ever known. Lolitas, all you can eat. But despite this being the bathroom, Kameda-kun put both his hands on the floor. I was wrong. What's wrong, Kameda-kun? If you have something to say, then say it. This is the first time I've met someone like you. Until now, I've always thought something was wrong with me, and I had to have fun secretly. What are you waiting for, you tiny man? I already said. Admitting your perversion is what separates the boys from the men. You are a man entitled to pride. Now, reach out your hand and show me how great you really are. Come with me and accept that it is our world. Kameda-kun was crying tears of gratitude, unable to speak. That was the moment we exchanged the most zealous handshake the world has ever known. The handshake of the bond of our souls, ardent and intense, tight and steadfast. For a long time we remained that way. It was an enthusiastic handshake, as though we were two brothers separated at birth, embracing each other tightly as though it would give us back the time we had spent apart. That was the moment the man who would pass into legend for eating so much during Angel Mord's all-you-can-eat dessert day that he was banned from the restaurant forevermore was born. He would eventually write in his autobiography that our meeting this day was fate. But none of that had anything to do with this. Then, until later. For now, just play the game the way I described it. With just that, I turned on my heel and made to leave the bathroom. But then Kameda-kun stopped me. Wait! At least tell me your name. Who, me? My name is Keiichi Maebara. No. I kind of didn't feel like using my real name. Anyway, maybe I should lie to him and use a code name. Just call me K. 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 Wait, was that actually an embarrassing name? I left the bathroom behind me at a quick pace, hiding my embarrassment. But from what I had heard later, I apparently looked quite gallant coming out like that. Satoko to Keiichi-san. How did things go? Keiichi to Satoko. Negotiations successful. We settled on he and I getting all-you-can-eat dessert at Angel Mord. Mion, no problem, right? Warum fragte denn Mion? Warum sollte er nicht Shion fragen eigentlich? Two guests for Angel Mord's all-you-can-eat dessert. Roger that. I'll set it up. I am actually quite interested in how you negotiated with him. Nein, Rika, das willst du nicht wissen. They had a really fun talk about how delicious dessert is, probably, Ja, genau das. After that, the game started again. I entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion, but all of the pieces were already in place. Vroom! The straight pitch whipped by me like a bullet, true to its name. The camera people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters. A sharp pitch as always. He's really going places this summer, isn't he? That golf club pitch hitter is standing straight up too, hee. But doesn't Kameda-kun look a little strange? It's like he's got a cold sweat. I patted my shoulders with my bat, then sneered at him in a relaxed voice. What's wrong, Kameda-kun? Not feeling well today? I couldn't swing at the ball because I was too busy laughing at it. Was that all you got? You little... The next pitch with the same incredible speed as before. It curved sharply and should have thrown off the batter's skill. But Keiichi didn't move at all. He just watched coolly. You don't need any little tricks on a straight pitch, Kameda-kun. Do people fall for those curves a lot? Batters around here, that is. Both the reporters and all the people watching noticed something was strange here. Was Oshima's Kameda the pitcher who conquered The next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild. It was a ball. I snorted, not even bothering to get ready for it. What, Kameda-kun? Scared of going right down the middle? Everyone calls you the best. You'd never walk the better. Shit! The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusing throughout the reporters. What is he? Who is this Keiichi Maebara? How can he be so relaxed when faced with that supreme fastball? He's just bluffing. He knows he can't win. Kameda would never throw a ball that an insincere guy like that could hit. No, I don't think it's a bluff. They say that at a high level you can see right through others. Kameda is, without a doubt, one of the best, which must mean you can see through to that mysterious man's true value. A really business person looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi. Could it be? The idiot pinch hitter who came in cheering them on with a golf club was actually a genius. I'm sure baseball has long since lost its charm for him, and now he's trying to switch over to golf. A genius slugger making a transfer into the golf world. What a tremendous loss of baseball. Stop the presses. We're changing up our sports columns. Vroom. The ball. Now it's a full count. This excessive production was, of course, all being dramatized by Satoko. Big shots constantly had their eyes on Kameda-kun. If he were to lose easily, they knew the match would have to have been fixed. Perhaps she wanted this little play of ours to create a mood where it wouldn't be strange for Kameda-kun to lose, but Satoko, isn't this going too far? Ah ha ha ha! Do your best now, Keiichi-san. Today this game, tomorrow all of baseball. I don't want any scouts actually coming after me. I'm terrified of what would happen when the jig is up. Wait, I can't be making nervous faces right now. Ball! Base on balls! Have you gotten scared, Kameda-kun? I thought you were better than this. Kameda-kun hung his head in feigned dejection. Kei-san, I did all this according to plan, right? Yeah. Well done, Kameda-kun. Keep going like this for the next batter. Let's wrap this thing up and then... Haha! Oh, well, we'll go to get all we can eat. Grin. Kameda-kun and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason, there were a lot of camera flashes right then. It seemed like our dear journalist friends took it as two worthy rivals smiling to acknowledge each other's strength. As I trotted over to first base, the camera flashes continued almost to the point where they were annoying. When I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview. Maebara-kun, you plan on settling the score with Kameda-kun and Keiichi-hen? Things seemed like they were about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest and confess that I'm not really into baseball. Keiichi-hen, I've never been interested in Japanese baseball. Sorry. Whoa! This man, right from the start, he was always aiming for the world. He might become Japan's first ever big leaguer. What? The conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore. I'll strike a guts pose for the cameras in desperation. Yes! Kei-chan got on base just as planned. Next, Satoko-chan is at bat. What will she do? What will she do? Alright then, time to get that walk-off home run and win it all. Satoko stepped up to the plate, waving the bat around. The reporters couldn't hold back their laughter, maybe because they had just seen his battle with me. Maebara-kun finally got on base, but now it's all over. I see, so this is why Kameda-kun intentionally walked him. He didn't even fight it. He waited for an easier opponent for the final out. But to avoid a direct confrontation like that, we cannot make light of him. That Keiichi Maibara. Alright, come on now, Kameda-san. Ooh, ha 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 ha, you're making fun of me. Who do you think I am anyway? Kei-san, no. Maibara-san was one thing, but you think I'll lose to the likes of you? Whenever this girl stepped up to bat, she had swung wildly and missed, striking out every time. This might sound rude, but however much Kameda-kun holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run. I could hear the reporters declaring that there was no way a comeback would happen. Wait, what? Satoko, she swung wildly and missed every single time she stepped up to bat. Vroom. She swung after the sound had ended, completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming from those rooting for Hinamizawa. It's only natural. Every single batter has struck out. Even if worst came to worst, no one could get a hit. And that's why it didn't sound strange when Kameda-kun said this. I can't take it seriously with someone like you. I'll give you a chance. I'll throw the next one slow and underhanded. I'll let you get a hit or two so you can go home and brag to mommy. Of course, these lines were all part of the plot too. From out of the corner of his eye, Kameda-kun gives me a look. Was that alright? Yeah, you did great. It looked very natural. Kameda, you are a splendid actor. No, compared to Kei-san, I'm nothing. Even that exchange was seen as heated and enthusiastic by the reporters. But Kei-san, however slowly I pitch, can this girl really hit it? Don't worry and throw the ball like we planned. I think I've got a good idea of how this'll turn out. Our exchange over, Kameda-kun moved from that position into a pitching stance. Come then, throw your merciful pitch. I'll hit a huge home run off of it. She had struck out every time she was at bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas became firm beliefs. And out of Kameda-kun's hand comes a slow, lazy pitch, as though they were playing catch. Normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Satoko, who had been striking out the whole time, just when people started to think that way, the members of our club had already realized that Satoko's trap had begun. It was true. Striking out constantly today had all been laying the groundwork for this moment. An act. All to make it feel like Kameda-kun letting off the gas wasn't strange at all. Which meant, in other words, that Satoko... Wow, she got it! Look at it go! I don't even need to run, do I? Ah ha 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 ha! The super huge home run Satoko had disappeared over the roof of the school. The reporters lost their words at the sight, and then roars of applause. Despite this being what we'd anticipated, I can't help but stare in mute amazement at the gorgeous home run. Satoko strutted over to first base. Come on, what are you doing, Keiichi-san? Second base is that way. Satoko, you're really good at baseball. Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Come to think of it, she played baseball a lot with Tomita-kun and the others during lunch, didn't she? The fact that they were always invited her to play meant she was by no means bad at it. And you purposely struck out all those times, since before Kameda-kun even got here. Jeez, you've really got something for every occasion. I say this all the time, do I not? I only have one trap. And when everything is about to come to a conclusion, it's enough that I don't even have to worry. Ha ha ha! Damn it, it sounded kind of cool. Basically, she was just bragging about hitting the ball. But when Satoko did it, it looked so cool. We crossed home plate in order me, and Satoko, and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with their blessings. My Barasan, that was amazing, totally cool. I never thought it would happen. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun praised me. How about that, Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun? I turned things around just fine. Reina thinks you are cool too. Good work. Ha, it was nothing. I briskly clapped my hand against Reina's outstretched palm. Satoko did brilliant too. She gave us a spectacular ending. Who do you think I am? Ah ha 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 ha. Man, can't underestimate her, Satoko Hojo. Kei-chan was great too, winning Kameda over like that. He is a magician of duplicity. Ah ha ha. Rika-chan, I don't think that's a compliment. But really, only Kei-chan could have pulled off such a drastic move. I wouldn't have been able to do it myself. I would very much like you to teach me sometime. If Satoko learned such displays of power, that's terrifying to even imagine. I'd prefer it if you didn't mimic me. After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us. Well, I never. You actually won. I'm shocked. We said Satoko could hit it, didn't we? You didn't believe us at all. The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Satoko, smiling dryly. And Keiichi-kun was amazing too, wasn't he? Keiichi-kun is actually the most reliable person here. Well, when I saw him come in with that golf club, I certainly had my doubts, but that breathtaking battle against Kameda-kun had me on the edge of my seat. Right, that breathtaking farce. I quirked a wry smile. Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kameda-kun and I were thinking about our evil dessert-violating ways. Excuse me, coach, you remember your promise, do you not? Ah, yeah, this is, guess, I have no choice. Ta ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha, we did it, Keiichi-kun, this means we're having a barbecue meet-up tomorrow. Reina clapped her hands and we all began to dance with joy. Tomita-kun and our other teammates were jumping up and down too. What's that about? A barbecue meet-up? Hey, wait, what on earth are you talking about? Ah ha 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 ha. We made a promise that if we won today's game, he'd treat us to a barbecue party with all kinds of high-class meats. It wasn't looking good for a while when Kameda-kun appeared, but thanks to Keiichi-san, we've won that privilege. I see. So that's what this was about. It was certainly not a game we could have lost. Irie's big wallet will be so sad, You're right about that, but I did make a promise. When we eat, we do it without any mercy. We need to feed our growing bodies after all. Ah ha 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 ha. Alright everyone, tomorrow we dine like kings. Yeah! All of the members of the Hinamizawa fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Rika-chan was patting the head of the umpire, who was smiling painfully at the off-kilter remarks. He gave her his head and looked like he was about to cry. It looked like the pride of victory would be pretty big. You beat me, but I have no choice since I promised. Guess I should go shopping for some meat. Coach, get some grade A beef like you promised. We won't forgive you if you buy nothing but vegetables to keep it cheap. Boo-hoo. The Umpire, whom they were calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire. Coach? The uniform he was wearing had Hinamizawa Fighters written on it. Oh, so he's not just the umpire, he was actually our team's coach. My Barakun, is that alright? Can I call you that? Yeah. This comeback wouldn't have happened were it not for you getting on base. Please, come to tomorrow's barbecue. No, besides that, would you please consider joining the team? If you were with us, we could dominate the whole prefecture. Ah ha 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 ha! Coach, let's leave that aside for now. You should be more worried about your wallet. Oh ha 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 ha! Despite the coach being an adult, everyone seemed to get along very well with him. Coach, huh? Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Irie, coach of the Hinamizawa Fighters. He extended his hand to me. I firmly grasped it with my own in reply. I'm Maebara. Nice to meet you. Then the coach took his other hand and began to stroke mine softly. But, what smooth hands you have. Such a narrow grain, and you truly take good care of them. Ha! Silky smooth! Hey, wait. I must strictly instruct our mates to take this good care of their skin as well, and punish the bad ones who don't. Mates? What are you talking about? Ah, such velvety hands. I just want to put them to work. Ah! The coach's eyes were spellbound, and as his delusions floated through his very own original magical universe, he made a supremely satisfied smile. How do I put this? Who the hell is this guy? Ah ha 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 ha! He looks so flustered. Our coach is a little strange, but he's really fun, you know. I felt like you couldn't measure him by saying strange or funny. I really didn't think we'd get along. Snap! The other self in my mind made a witty retort for some reason. Come on, settle down already. You're making Keiichi-san uncomfortable. Ha! Shook his mouth. The coach didn't try to take his hands off mine until Satoku hit him with a threefold wash bucket attack, causing him to faint. Okay, das war's dann für heute mit Higurashi. Auf jeden Fall Filler-Kapitel mit bisschen Charaktervorstellung. Coach von Irie. Also das ganze Baseballspiel. Oh, ich weiß nicht. Das ist alles so. Ich meine, ja, okay, trägt ein bisschen zu Charakter-Development ein bisschen bei, dass man halt sieht, dass Satoku halt trotzdem wirklich super gut im Planen ist und mit ihren Fallen und so weiter. Aber komm, das